Hello and welcome to another fresh new episode of the Brain Based Coaching Program, Participant Testimonials. Brain Based Coaching, or BBCC, has been in existence for over 26 years now, and it brings together contemporary neuroscience, positive psychology, systems, and change theories to provide a disruptive coaching technique that has been lauded across the world. Today, 25,000 plus coaches across the globe, including about 1,600 in India alone, stand testimony to the power of brain-based coaching. Now, what is better than to hear from our participants about their experiences from this intense, resource-rich, and exciting journey that has prepared them for the ICF Level 1 ACC credentialing? Today, we are in a freewheeling conversation with Aditi Saxena, talent partner for a well-known British multinational groceries and merchandising retailer. Welcome to this brief conversation, Aditi.
Thank you, Suman. Thank you for having me.
So let's get started. And my first question is, what got you into coaching?
All right. So, Suman, I've been into HR from last 13 plus years, and I have interacted with colleagues at various different levels of seniority. And what I've seen is that people only learn, grow, and change behaviors when they are able to reflect on things. And this is what something that I have picked up as passionately as a personal goal, that I worship learning and growing myself, and I want to bring that change about in the people that I work with, that I surround myself with. So coaching is something that aligns with both my personal and professional aspirations as a human being, and that is what intrigued me to begin coaching formally as a journey.
Okay, so very interesting that this is your one of your personal passions, and so therefore the obvious next question would be, given that there is so much out there in terms of coaching, there are so many schools and so many methods which are available. What got you to sort of look at brain-based coaching?
Yeah. uh, so I would say, Soman, there are two things that brought me to brain based coaching. I think one was a very solid recommendation that I had from a former colleague, and she was also my mentor in the office when I got introduced to coaching. So I have a lot of regards for her, and she herself is a PCC certified now. So when I was looking for one of the institutes that I could associate with, she said that, don't look anywhere, just go for NLI. The curriculum, the facilitators, and everything is just amazing, and you're gonna love it. So that was one. And second reason why I picked up brain based coaching is because of the whole neuroscience approach that it brings. I have a science background, and I'm a very logical person. I need to understand things a little deeper to get to the why, and understand, logically and with evidence, that why something is working. And this is where this whole piece of neuroscience, brain based, made me very curious to know that, okay, I'll understand how brain works, what about human behavior, and then it comes to coaching. So now I am a firm believer that why coaching works, and I can see that happening in the coaching sessions. So yes, so those were the main two reasons why I chose this institute.
Great. So what I'm hearing you say is that the neuroscience makes it easier to understand why we do what we do as a coach.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think
So
it resonates with me as a person also. So yeah, that stands out for
great.
me.
And now that you've gone through this very fairly intense, I would say very intense program, which runs for almost 5 6 months,
Yeah.
were your expectations met?
Absolutely. I think, what stood out for me in this program, Soman, is that it was such a beautiful blend of theory and practical experience. We understood, we got in depth. The material that we had was so well researched. There were so many beautiful videos in the LMS. So it was such a complete program that it totally met my expectations. And today I can confidently say I've become a slightly better coach. I have more confidence as a coach, and I know that I can do things well because there is a structure behind it, there is a reasoning behind it. So that in overall has really created that confidence in me as an individual. So definitely it has met my expectations 100%.
That sounds super, Aditi, and so glad to hear that. So you talked about the whole design of the program, right? Anything, any part of the design, whether it's the synchronous learning or the LMS learning that you have, but it's a very resource rich program. anything that sticks out as one of the most exciting things that you carry back, as you in your coaching journey?
Hmm, I think, like I said, it was a beautiful blend of everything that came together, be it LMS, be it facilitator led sessions, be it, coaching practice sessions that we had with our peers, the right size of the group. So it was a beautiful blend of everything that came together. I think I really enjoyed the sessions that we had with the facilitators. That was a big hit for me, because they were really very engaging, very knowledgeable, and very generous in sharing, coaching expertise and other aspects of their, life learnings with us. That really stood out for me, as a participant.
And not to mention straight feedback. Yes, great, great. So yeah, I think those recorded sessions and all of that. I mean, it was so I can hear you that you picked up a lot of things, nothing specific, but overall a great experience. Okay,
Yes.
so sort of looking at that now. So the one question that I'm kind of curious to understand now that you've learned actual techniques of coaching,
Hmm.
which has a lot of scientific background behind it.
Hmm.
How confident are you emerging as a coach?
Uh, I think much better than before. So earlier when I was coaching Soman, as a part of my organization, I would do a lot of internal coaching, and after every coaching session, I used to have a lot of questions in my mind that, okay, this happened, how could I have dealt it little better? That happened. I think this program gave me a platform to also bounce off all those questions that were lingering in my mind. So with that clarity, today I think I'm probably on a scale of 10. I've reached a 7 or 8, where as I was earlier probably 4 or 5 in terms of my confidence. So it has definitely done that. And what I'm right now looking at is really diversifying my experience as a coach. So I'm trying to reach out to people from different backgrounds, not just the organization that I work in, but outside people, who are on a career break, women, young professionals, because I'm just trying to diversify and see how different people will probably get coached differently and what learnings it will bring to me as a coach. But definitely, I feel so much more confident because with that structure that I have in my mind, I know that I will not fail. I will do better from here on.
This is very encouraging, and you're on the right track. The more you practice, the better you get, because this is a different conversation altogether. So you're absolutely on the right track, and I hope you will complete your ICF applications very soon. I'm
Yes.
sure you're on your way to do that. But
Yes, absolutely.
yeah, the practice is invaluable. So as a coach, so thanks for sharing that. Okay, my last question to you.
Yeah.
And I ask this is my favorite question. I ask it to all participants,
Yeah.
is in a 5 month long, 6 months long course, all virtual, all not, some within your office timing, some not, you know, it can be very daunting for people to look at a virtual program which is 5 months long, because there are lots of notions about how virtual is impactful or not.
Hmm.
What's been your experience with this virtual journey?
Hmm. I think when I was about to begin this program, Soman, I had my doubts that my classes will happen on a Friday. In the beginning, it was also on a Saturday, and I'm a working mother. A lot of other things to also cater to, and I was like, oh my god, I have to commit so much time to it. But I think when we started the program, it was so engaging, and it went so you know flawlessly that I didn't feel any kind of a challenge. Rather, when it was over, I thought that I was missing something, as a part of my Fridays, that coming together in the class and having that interactive sessions and coaching. So 5 6 months didn't feel like 5 6 months, really. We used to look forward to coming together every week, having that learning session. It gave me a particular routine to my Fridays, and I really enjoyed that. Like I said earlier, I'm a worshiper of learning and growth, and this became my highlight of the week after some point of time, that okay, we are going to learn, we are going to practice, and we are going to really become better versions of our own selves by means of this program. So it went very well. I didn't face any kind of challenges as such. I think, like I said, the curriculum, the facilitators, the self learning, everything came together beautifully to keep us all engaged throughout.
So your passion is showing, Aditi, and I love it. That's how it should be. All the best coaches, come from. So we say this, without saying this very loudly, but there are coaching and coaching, there is brain-based coaching. Okay. So you've learned something very beautiful. I hope and I wish that you transform lives as you move ahead. And thank you so much for your time, for sharing this, this very little chit chat that we had. So thank you so much.